Hello and welcome. Today it's all about Legoland in America. So we're going to check out New York, Florida and also California as well, because this is all part of a series of where potentially I will be traveling to. So I want to see what is new for the 2023 season and maybe backtrack it for the 2022 across all three parks. So if this helps you out any way whatsoever, absolutely fantastic. In the series so far, we have a full what's available commendation worldwide for the Legoland parks. We've just done a Billund, Windsor and Germany park, which I will do as a trilogy. This as a trilogy, potentially, if I want to go to these three parks. Then also still to come, we will have the park from Japan and South Korea. And the last two will be Dubai and also Malaysia as well. So keep your eyes peeled for those. So let's have a look and see what is new for 2023. So if I literally just type in new and see what pops up. So we have got 56 searches. Obviously, some of them won't be brand new. It's just having in the word new. So let's start with the Pirate River Quest. Now that was the thing that was flicking around at the front. This is a new ride that has just opened, I do believe. I have kept my eyes on this over the YouTube for other people over in the States. Now where this runs is in their big garden. So they have a huge garden area, which I cannot wait to get back to and have a look round. And it just looks like, as you can see, it is a Pirate River Quest. And it is Quest. And it is now open. So let's see what it says. It says, set sail through uncharted waters. Set sail with a rowdy crew of Lego pirates on captain's orders to explore the murky waters and retrieve the lost treasure stolen by a troop of mischievous monkeys. That's always good fun. Ah, there's a video. Let's not listen to me. Let's watch the video. Let's see if I can hit play for the grand opening. Let's see what it does. So what do we have? Hopefully it'll actually be the ride, because this is the kind of thing that I'd actually like to get to and have a good look around and see. You can see there's a good few people there. The park is absolutely massive, and it looks like the bits and pieces behind where these people are speaking looks like they've been added this in. I think behind them, where you can see the water just behind, that is where they do their water show, which is actually where they do all their jet skis and everything like that. So hopefully it's not just going to be them speaking. It is only a minute long, so fingers crossed we will be able to have a look. But you can see this is the grand opening of it. Let's keep your fingers crossed. Right, queue line looks nice and simple. Good characters for all the meet and greet, and here we go. So you've got all the different boats. It looks like they're not battery. They actually do look like they're petrol engines. So it is a proper propelled boat by the looks of that. Look, so they're going around. They've got all the different bits and pieces on the side, and it is a full-blown drive. I was quite surprised at that, because they go all the way around and then come back through. So where that video finished is also where they do all of their shows and things, and you have a load of seating that you can have a look at. So that should be quite interesting. I wonder how long that will take. A journey through the uncharted waters and the legendary Cypress Garbos on this 20-minute adventure. So you get to go through everything on the back end. That would be amazing to have a look at and see. That is definitely worth doing just for that alone, because the Cypress Gardens are absolutely stunning. So if I can get there on a quiet day and have a road to myself and just film everything, that would be perfect. So let's have a look at some of the photos. Let's see what it is. I did not realize actually it was going to be that big. Can I click on any of these? No, but we can go. Can we go across? Yes, just well. Oh, it's just the same photos. So surprised by how big that was. I thought it was just going to be a small loop around the centre of the Cypress Gardens, because it is a huge area, this bit. So basically, long story short, it was in the contract, I do believe, for whoever took over the old theme park before Legoland turned up. They had to look after Cypress Gardens. Now, there is an amazing back history to this park. This was one of the first ever parks where they actually put on entertainment. This park was here before Disney. This was here before Orlando. And they used to have literally just a walk-around attraction. And then they started to, the company was the first company to do shows as well. That's where the jet skis and everything came about. And then that's where Mr. Disney himself got the idea. And then they started to develop the park. So this is basically the foundation and the main park, I do believe, of what snowballed everything off. So there's a massive amount of history with regards to bits and pieces for theme park. And I've got a very close attachment for personal reasons as well. But I do really I would love to go back just to soak it all in and have a look around. And there's some amazing bits and pieces. Now, please be aware of the following to ensure safety and conditions. Pirate River does not operate after dusk, so queues may close early. For the safety of our guests and Pirate Crew, it's much easier to find treasure when the sun is shining above. Fair enough. Since a Pirate Quest is a free-flowing boat ride on a natural lakes and canals, a ride will close when the wind speed exceeds 14 miles an hour during inclement weather such as lightning and rain. And then obviously you can then get your annual pass as well. And you can see that in Legoland Florida, they have Legoland Florida. They've got this Peppa Pig, which hasn't arrived. This is the first place they've opened up Peppa Pig theme park. I'm not too sure if we have one over in the UK. I want to say I've seen something for Peppa Pig with Alton Towers, but I think I could be talking absolute nonsense. And then you've got the Legoland Water Park. Now, what I do remember for the multi-park tickets is you did have to buy an entry to Legoland Florida, walk through the park, and then buy another entry for the Legoland Water Park because of where the gate was located for the water park. So hopefully they might have sorted that out now. So can you one or multi parks? Let's have a look, shall we? Select number of days. 1 day ticket. Can I just select a water park ticket? Admission. So no. So you've got Oh, that's not too bad. So you got 1 day Legoland Florida theme park, so it's $104, or 1 day Florida Legoland plus the water park, so you get both parks for 119. So that's not too bad whatsoever. When I saw it originally, I thought it was a lot more than that. But yeah, when you're walking around the actual main Legoland park, there's a huge water park within it because this used to be a massive theme park before Legoland took over. It has a very much more the theme park feel with regards to the space and everything, because everything's just massively spaced out. And depending on what season you go, it does potentially feel quite empty just because of it's obviously not done by the Lego group as such, but they have got a lot of different bits and pieces within it. So that I would love to go back and see. I've been to this park once. This is before I started the YouTube channel, and it was very good. So what have we got? We've got Brickbeard's Water Stunt Show. There's 10 pages. Obviously, we're not going to have a look at that. So that is, when did that kick off? So you can see what I mean about you've got the flyboard, the wakeboard, and then you've got the barefoot skiing. So that is just, instead of having the bit around the lighthouses like they do in all of the other theme parks, they've got this instead. So it would be quite interesting to compare the entertainment side of things from this to, say, New York, because I would imagine this will be the only park that this has. This is obviously now a much more modern way of doing it. This is what they used to do traditionally at the original theme park before it got taken over, then it got taken over, then it got taken over by Legoland, I do believe. So it's been taken over quite a lot, but they also do have their show, so you can see here on this bit, that's where they will do a normal pirate show, just like they have at the Heart Lake City at Legoland Windsor, for example. They do the pirate and the friends, and then you come through, and this is the gardens. I love this. Just walk around. It is an absolutely stunning thing. Right, let's get a bit of history on this. So inside Legoland Theme Park is a beautiful and historic Cypress Gardens, biological gardens, that have been a Florida staple since 1939. This theme park, the original theme park in Florida, so I thought I was right, was home to a popular ski show. Again, that's 2 for 2. And this, I'm getting cocky now, I'm going to get something wrong. On the site of a few movies that incorporated early water sports like synchronized swimming. Look up Ether Williams and Our Floridable. Lake Louise, and has been to the site of water ski shows since the 1930s, and in 2011 was invaded by Captain Brickbeard and his crew, who have worked to establish their newest academy of pirates on the site. So 2011 is obviously where they started to get the work gone. Honestly, give it a Google or give it on YouTube and do a full history of this. If you would like me to do a full history of this, I would do. There is some amazing videos about this already on YouTube, and it's definitely worth just typing it in and just spending a little bit of time on there because it is spectacular. Right, let's carry on, moving on. So what else have they opened? So a new legend is coming to Legoland Florida. What is it? So this is 2021. So Mythica. Okay, so Mythica 4D cinema is coming. So this. Oh, it's the 4D. So it's just the. Right, so what they did is, say, for example, in Billund as well, where you've got the actual 4D cinemas, they actually just put on a different movie. So over in Windsor, currently, they have a massive ride, which you guys and girls, if you are watching this from Florida for whatever reason, which hopefully you will be, your 3-tier couch Emmett ride from the Lego Movie 2 is exactly the same, but just be rethemed to this. So I think any park that has the Lego Movie 2 stuff will have this in your 4D cinema. And from what we found in the last lot of me doing this to finding out what's new for the 2023 season in Germany, they have just opened a huge land, brand new to the German park, and it has a ridiculously big roller coaster. It's got the Fire and Ice drop tower, which is the same as the Unikitty rides. That's your Unikitty disco drop. So there's a lot going on with this. So they are slowly starting to snowball the Mythica theme out, and obviously there is exclusive sets available to these. So yeah, that's basically what that writing's about. I could have just got you to read that. Related blogs, why the Lego Movie Masters of Flight is my favourite. So we know that. Planet, no rules, right. Anything else? If I've missed anything and you are watching this and you've been to the Florida park, let me know, because obviously I'm only using their website rather than trying to go through YouTube on different people. The 4D A New Adventure, that's been there ages, because I saw the opening of this in 2017, 2018 did this open? So, because I don't think this is all the stuff that I typed in for all the other parks. Can I just type in? No. So it's not giving me anything new for 2023. I don't know what else I could type in to actually get that, because it worked fine. It seems to be each search engine is different per theme park that you go on. So you've got to hunt for it down slightly differently. If I just go for the first couple of pages, right, this I don't know. So I want to see what this is, because from what I can gather, the whole of the Minilands had a full refurb. From when I went last. So you can see it's got 32 million bricks. You can see it's Miniland USA. I think what they've done is, where have we got? So you can see California, Las Vegas, New York City, Washington, DC, all in one Miniland. USA contains over 32 million Lego bricks and amazing scenes from coast to coast, plus this iconic area of Legoland underwent a cool transformation, here we go, and now is now open with its new shade structure that will bring even more enjoyment to this beloved land. So I wonder if what they've done is they've added in the big overhead shading areas that they had in Dubai, because I wonder if the bricks started to fade too quickly because of the heat that they had over in the States. Let me know if you've been there, or if you've seen a video or whatever, because I did always wonder why we don't have it over in Windsor for when it's raining, because those things are perfect. Check out my Legoland Dubai full park tour, 2022, I think it's called. And as I walk around, when you go down the Lego City, you've got big poles that are just in the middle of the walkway, and there's like a massive solid umbrella, and it gives off really nice shade. So I could imagine it could be something like that. Because I did hear they've redone a lot of the bits and pieces. So if that's had a full refurb, that is now a second reason why I really want to get to Legoland Florida. To be honest, with how how cheap the flights are, I could fly to Florida and back again within a couple of days and just go to here and one other theme park and not do it as a challenge, and then do the challenge next year. Because I can imagine the hard part of the challenge for all three Legoland parks will be the internal flights and then the cost. But if you go to somewhere like Florida in the off season, it's about £350, £450 return, and that's a 9-hour flying. And you can just stay in a cheap place for a couple of nights, then come back. It's just the equivalent of doing like a New York trip, really. Because obviously there is a Legoland in New York. So let's have a quick look at some of these. So you've got Lego Wood, Daytona International Speedway. So that is similar to what they've just redone at Legoland Windsor, but we haven't got Daytona. We've got our own closer version. Then you've got bit from Florida, and then you've got Kennedy Space Center as well, which is all in every Kennedy Space Center is in every single theme park that I've ever seen currently. And then it just gives you a bit more about Las Vegas, which again we have at Legoland Windsor, and we don't have that amount of detail in New York City. So I do like looking around the Minilands, because obviously what I would do is it'd be a full park tour, full Miniland tour, all the shops, and then I would do zonal comparisons of each park, is what my plan of attack would be. Legoland, so Legoland Coffee Co. Yeah, that's opened up across the park. They basically pulled out Starbucks and put their own coffee co in there, which basically I think sells Starbucks. I think that's what they sell. So you can see it's established in 2021. They did all this over in Windsor as well. Theme park at the beginning in the restaurants, and it's just you can get yourself a strong coffee if you want to. And they've got these things popping up all over the park. Burger Kitchen. Again, I would imagine that's at the start of the park or in the Lego City. Yeah, so it's not going to give us, I don't think, anything else that's new, which is a little bit annoying because I was hoping it would do. So, say for example, in Windsor, it gave us about all the new accommodation that's coming. There's a new golf course coming. There's loads of bits and pieces. So, Brickle Treat, October. Let's have a look at the ultimate sandwich builder. So you've got the Land of Adventure, and you can grill cheese sandwich, loads of mac. Something I know some of you like your foods. Let's have a quick look at this. So you can build a sandwich by the looks of it. And if for dietary concerns, please email llffoods@legoland.com. That's always handy to know. So it's grab and go theme park Land of Adventure. So the map to this compared to all the other theme parks that I've been to, again, is completely different. And then you've got the Ninja Kitchen food truck. So the food here, again, completely different to anything else that we've just seen. And this is located at Legoland Ninjago World, and it's obviously a grab and go, so you can just take it away and go. So yeah, spoilt for choice. I know they've got the all-you-can-eat pizza here because I did do that. Places to stay. This has all been covered with regards to worldwide. We've done this already. But funny enough, didn't actually click on that bit, but you can see. You've got the beach resort, the Legoland Hotel, and the Pirate Island Hotel, and it's that amount per person. But if you do it for single, it works out to be maybe a bit more expensive. So you just got to be careful. So for somebody like me who will be traveling by myself, it's it's could be a bit pricey when you try and stay on site. And we're now all the way back into 2021, so we don't need anything like that. They've got the builder boat in there, so their builder boat is what they've just added in a load of those into Legoland Villains, and I first saw them in Legoland Dubai. That is where you build your boat, put it on top of the water, shoot it down, and just race away. So they've got a picture of that so they can see what I'm going on about. So yep, there we go. Same logo, same artwork, and that is from obviously the boating harbour symbol from the Lego City. But that's all they've got. Right, let's move on to the next park, shall we? So we want Legoland New York. This is now where I'm not so positive with what I'm actually talking about, because California I know nothing of. Nothing. I've not got, apart from going onto the website for the first time, which would have been a day or two ago, just to check out the accommodation. This I was keeping my eyes on because I wanted to get here for the opening weekend, and then COVID basically happened and it all sort of kind of fell through, which is slightly annoying. Right, same principle, up. Actually, we have a look at the artwork. Is it saying it's something new? So we've got spring vacations, annual passes, just those. Oh, it's just the video. Seasonal events, Lego Hotel, annual passes, parks now open. Legoland New York Resort, Ninjago Weekend. That's not new. That's just they do that across all the theme parks. So you can see Saturday and Sunday, April 29th to 21st. They'll probably have a tent set up, and you've got a meet and greet for the characters and things like that. So you get the villains can start dancing and all the kind of stuff. Water playgrounds open, so that's letting you know when the water park opens. And then they've got that's interesting. So they have got an adult night event, which is from 6 till 9 p.m. Theme park various. What is this? So April 26th and May 17th. Join us for an adult night on April the 26th and May 17th. An adult night is for adult fans of Lego who wish to visit the park without a child present in an adult-only 18+ atmosphere. Fair enough. Stay tuned to learn more of what theme and our first two dates for 2023 are April 26th and May 17th. Bag checks open at 5:30. Activities begin at 6. Event runs from 6 till 9. Tickets must be purchased in advance. Oh, so it's kind of cool that you can just go around as a group of adults and don't have to worry too much about the children if you want to, because I know they're doing that at some of the Discovery Centres as well. But you've obviously only got I wonder if it is the whole park. You've got 3 hours. Obviously, it won't be as much, but you can see ages 18 plus. Theme park varies 6 till 9. Interesting. So, day tickets, just as a quick thing, just for the day ticket. Access to 7 Legoland theme parks now open. So it's up. Oh, so the adult exclusively for 18 plus is for $60 per person. It's a limited capacity online offer only. What have you got? It's on the Wednesday. 1 adult beverage, free parking. Video games, activities, bills, theme rides, minifigure trading, shopping, and Lego character meet and greet and photo opportunity. Or you've got this, for example. So park opened on 31st of March. Now I'm assuming that because that I'm assuming that even though now they've got the adult only night, you can still go by yourself to the parks during the day, because obviously there's only the two nights. It'd be wonder if they're just trying it out, just seeing how popular it would be. So you've got all the different bits and pieces. So this again is slightly different to all of the other bits and pieces over in the UK, but I'm getting a bit carried away with that. We don't really need to go through that process. So vacation package, annual passes, extras. Right, let's have a look and see what is new. I'll just type in new. Here are the new favourite sets of January. Nope. Right, so can I type in 2023? Because some things have loads and loads of new stuff open. Some of the parks do. And some of the American parks, it doesn't. So this is all your Q&A. So can you bring a camera into the park? Yes, you can, but obviously you won't be allowed to film on the rides. Can I take a backpack? Obviously you'll get it checked. So it's just the basic bits and pieces. What is So this is it's open seasonal. So the Legoland New York theme park closes on Sunday the 31st of December for the 2023 season, and then it'll reopen again. Obviously, what we did say in March, so it's shut for the first couple of months of the year. But I don't want the Q&A. I just want to find out what's new. Right, let's have a look. See if it just gives us a date so we know roughly where we are. So we've got 4 ice cream spots at New York. So this was done Wednesday, 27th of 2022. So you've got the Frozen, what's that? Wizards Frozen Wonders. Legoland, New York is the best place to have a bricktastic summer. From feeling the wind in your hair, riding the dragon coaster, learning the ways of spin jitsu. New for 2022. Okay, maybe I should type in new for 2022 then, so 2023. The Meltdown is located in Bricktopia. The Meltdown specialises in the unique, delicious, hard ice cream. Grab a scoop, head over to the creative workshop, and cool down, get out the heat. The Meltdown, that's a cool name. And you can see you've got the Lego brick up at the top. Wizard's Frozen Wonder, so that's number 2. So if you are a ice cream fan, this is obviously the place for you to go to. And you've got something called City Scoop. That's number 3. Again, you've got a little ice cream up at the top. And then you've got Granny's Apple Fries, where it's a big Lego, and then that is that one. So, something silly. That's not ice cream though, is it? Surely not. I'm not going to dig a hole if that's what it's classed as. I'll leave you guys and girls to that. So if I go back, maybe type in new for 2022. No. Right. Let's just keep it at 2023 and do what we're doing then. Right. It's completely changed the search. So we've got sleepover series, winter shopping weekends, opening weekend. What else have we got? Jobs. Come through. Food carts. No. Why? What are you looking for? New. I'm not being silly, it's just changed. I'm sure it's the same search bar, but anyway. 3 steps to trading minifigure at Legoland. Let's have a look. So they have a minifigure trading thing here. This was done on 19th of July, so potentially that won't be running now. That was where you could actually change it with a member of staff. Some of them are very, very collectible, some of them not so much, but it's a pretty cool thing that you've got a minifigure trading post, and you can see here where you can actually go in. So some of them will just be made up BAM figures, but 1 or 2 people visited this at Windsor pre-COVID. Some of them were quite worthy actually. There was some decent minifigures in there, but I don't think they do that at Windsor anymore. So they must rotate the bits and pieces round. Let's have a look, because ideally I want to have a look at almost the map, because this park is very new. I thought they had done a expansion to the pirate section, so I thought the pirate area had opened up some more. But you can see as you come through, you have all your shops. Probably 4D cinema as you wrap it round. You've got the Ninjago, you can kick out the back of Ninjago, not 100% sure what that is, and then you just snake it through. You've got the big castle with the dragon roller coaster, looks like it's a big track. Then it loops through into this section here, and then you come back down, and then you've got your big pirate bit, and then you've got the little bits and pieces in the middle. So it looks like it's a good sized walk around, it looks like it's a good sized park. But it's not the easiest thing for me to find. I told you I was getting a little bit cocky with Florida, and I'm kind of fallen through the cracks now with regards to trying to find out all the new bits and pieces. So officially opens for the 2022 season. Yeah, raising more. Right, so there's nothing. I can't find anything new for that. So let's have a look at Legoland California is what it was. Legoland California. Legoland California Resort. So again, they have their own different bits and pieces running. So this one will have hotel stay plus 2 park days for the price of 1. So you can potentially save yourself a good amount of money. New. What is going to pop up? Kids New Year's Eve. Lego Movie 2. So here we go. First ever life-size Ferrari F40. And that opens up. Well, that was scheduled to open up on the 12th of May 2022. And there's some other bits and pieces. Right, so let's have a look at this. Now, we have the 4D adventure. We know what that's going to be. It's going to be the Mythica, surely. It's either that or it'll be about the 4D new Lego Movie. So if that's mainly, is that only just arrived there then? Oh, so again, it's another show, but they've just added this in. So what we were speaking about before about the 4D cinemas and adding the Mythica, it looks like California has just received the Lego Movie ride, which is, I guess, would be the same thing as what they got at Legoland Florida, but without the couch. So you'll still have your glasses on, you get the smell, and your chair might move a bit, but it's not so much of a ride. But this here, so the F40, hopefully there'll be a little video that we can have a look at. It seems to be that they have got a huge deal with Ferrari, and each Legoland park has a different car, because this is the F40, and then there's a different car in Billund, and there's a completely different car in Windsor as well. So each park has its own exclusive life-size car, which would be a cool thing to say you've seen a load of them. Obviously, you can get your photo taken and see what it is. I would imagine everything else inside would be the same. Maybe the layout would be slightly different. Obviously, the placement of the park as well would be slightly different. But this opened up on the 26th of April 2022. It may not have more than 470 horsepower, but it's built out of more than 300 and hang on. It may not have more than 470 horsepower, but it's built out of more than 358,000 Lego elements, and it weighs more than 3,000 pounds. And one of a kind replica of its first celebrated Ferrari vehicle ever created. So they've said that for every single one. But it's just each vehicle is the first ever one that they've done for each park. So like I said, you won't be able to say, for example, to go to Windsor and see the F40, but you could go to Windsor and they have got, I think it's even worth even more money than the F40. It's the windscreenless car. Is it the SP2, SP1? Worth an absolute fortune. I can visualize the car, but I just can't remember the name, which is slightly annoying. But it says here that the Ferrari F40 team and designers took more than 1,800 hours to develop and more than 1,900 hours to construct the high-performance ultra-luxury sports car resembling the actual F40. The Lego version is similar in size, 14 feet in length and more than 6 feet wide. I have a cat that is about to knock over quite a lot, so if something goes smash, we'll just carry on and pretend that didn't happen. The new Lego model will feature in the garage area of the Legoland California's new interactive attraction. So if this has replaced something, because I've never been to the California resort, please let me know what used to be there, because I do believe where it's going in Windsor, it was where the Bugatti used to be and the fish bit used to be. But I am going there in a couple of days' time, so I can actually see it in person. But the Germany looks like they've expanded and added lots of new things in, and some of the other parks look like they're sort of just rotating bits and pieces out and sort of pulling out some of the old and adding in some of the new. So if you know what's going on, then please let me know. Right, that's crisis diverted with that one. So also we have got a sea life aquarium at Legoland California. Just skipped a bit, and then you've got Legoland Water Park. So again, this has the bit like Florida. You've got Legoland Water Park, and instead of it being Peppa Pig, you then got a ticket that you can get to for the aquarium instead. So I would imagine that they won't have a walkthrough attraction, so it looks like you buy a full different ticket. More than 60 rides, shows and attractions, including the new Lego Movie World based on the block. So that must be the same new, but I'm sure that would have been there a little while. Might not be. It might not be. If that's new to California, then obviously please do let me know if it pops up as we're scrolling through. But I would imagine that would have opened up in at least 2019, maybe 2020. But yeah, you can see you've got a castle hotel featuring 250 rooms, fully themed knights, dragons, princesses, and magic wizards. So you've got plenty of places that you can stay and book. There is not a video for that one, but in the full sort of attraction where to stay kind of thing, we did find that, and we did find a little video of it, and it does look very, very impressive. You've got the Ferrari bits and pieces that you can build, and you race them down the track, a bit like the boats that I was just talking about as well. So there's lots of bits and pieces. March 18, 2022, a world record breaking model arrives. Let's have a look. What is this? That is absolutely enormous. So Legoland California Resort scores its biggest touchdown ever with the newest edition of the world record-breaking model of the SoFi Stadium, which I do believe SoFi is where the WrestleMania was actually held this year, just gone. So that'd be pretty impressive to go and see. That looks enormous. Blah, blah, blah. The Lego model in its first addition to the park's this Legoland model is the first addition to the park's Miniland USA in more than 2 years. Okay, cool. So this is the new thing that they added in just over a year ago. The massive Lego structure joins other top Southern California attractions featuring Lego form, including Griffith Park Observatory, the Hollywood Bowl, and Chinese theatre. So it's really cool to go to the different parks because everything Miniland wise is completely different as well. As I scroll down, how many bricks do you reckon that's got? You've probably already seen it. Well, it says 6,000 hours, more than 500,000 Lego bricks to build. That is ridiculous. It's 30 feet long, 15 foot wide, and over 4 foot tall. And it's currently considered the largest Lego stadium in the world. So that's very, very impressive. That'd be an amazing thing to see. Due to its impressive size, Milan's newest model arrived at Legoland Resort in more than 60 pieces and was assembled on site. Designed to highlight the real-life venue sold-out events with more than 3,000 mini-landers are seated inside the stadium to catch the day's big game or concert. The structure is notably most featured for its roof, which features more than £3,500 worth of Lego. So if you want to recreate that into kilos, pounds, whatever you want to work that out in, give it a go. More than a dozen members of the Legoland model shop team completed the final installation of the model, which took the course of 4 days. Ouch. That is an amazing thing to see. It's a shame there's not more photos. We've only got those two. But you can see it's a huge scale. You've seen it? Let me know if it's worth having a look at. So that was the article that was written on the 18th of 2022. So that's the newest thing going there. So what have we got here? That, I guess, I'm assuming this will just be a temporary thing. But it'll be like dinosaurs. We'll have a quick look at this. So this is the other thing that all of the Legoland parks do, is that at certain times they will have different events running within the Miniland. So they will have different games going, and that is a pretty cool looking thing. You've got a nice little photo from that with obviously the size of those. You've got to remember how big these models are. So how many bricks those dinosaurs, there'll be quite a few. Legoland California has more than 30 of the massive creatures have taken over the Big Apple in Miniland USA. So it looked like, is that a game? It wouldn't be interesting if they're there full time, but I would imagine that would have just been a game for a sort of like an event. More than 60 hours to design, construct, and each dinosaur weighs more than 20 pounds. It's built out of more than 30,000 Lego bricks, sharp Lego teeth, gigantic claws, and tiny T-Rex arms. The Lego dinosaurs will be roaming around the city that never sleeps now throughout the summer, and then you've got to catch them fast before they go extinct. So if that was done in March of 2022, what is there now for 2023? That would have been a cool thing to see over the summer, because obviously all of these now would have been ripped out. Either they might put something new in there, or they might bring these back maybe next year and then rotate it around. Obviously that was just for the summer, so I would have guessed they would have been pulled out before the Halloween event maybe. But let us know. Let us know. That's more about the SoFi Stadium. It's a big thing. So interactive built. That was announced on the 9th of November 2021. So it's interesting. It's also interesting how all the parks are completely staggered. If you think this was first introduced or announced on the 9th of November 2021, and this version with the different car that will open up in Legoland Windsor will open up later this year of 2023. So yeah, they are sort of just, every park will get something completely different, and they just keep rotating it around, and they're just adding new bits and pieces in. It's really interesting to see how they're doing that. For me personally, as a business model, that's what I quite looking like. Awesome is back. Legoland California Resorts open reopening April 1st. So April 1st. Resort officially opens up on April 15th, offering access to sea life. So right, so that I think is it. So that's a short and more of a sweet one. The only thing I can think of is quickly going back to Legoland Florida and typing in 2022 and just seeing if that works, because that's the only thing I did not do. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then we can just wrap it up. But just remember, guys and girls, that there's one of these. Actually, to be fair, the other one for Windsor is probably a lot longer. And there's a lot more happening at Legoland Windsor. It seems to be the park of newness for 2023 so far. Because, like I said, they've got brand new accommodation opening up there. So they've got a huge outdoor village opening up for 2024. They've got potentially a 36-hole golf course, indoor golf course opening up there as well. So it's it might be an interesting one to see what park gets the biggest upgrades. But no, see, I do that, and I don't think if I just type in 2022, I don't think that's going to work either. No. Right, we tried. I failed. It is what it is. But guys, that's it. Let us know in the comments below what you think. If you have been to one of these parks below, then obviously below. If you have been to any of these parks before, in the comments below, let me know which ones you like. Is it worth me trying to put all three of them together as a proper challenge as we go through the rest of the series? Which obviously, like I said, there'll be more videos to come within this series. We'll soon figure out which ones I should try and go to first. And some of them I might wait until 2024, because if they're going to be opening up new stuff in 2024 as well, it's always nice to see as much as possible. So let us know your thoughts and everything else in the comments below. But guys, as always, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.